morning, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the first of a new series of videos. I am not sure how many videos in this series there will be. I do know that you should see them all within 1 month, so I don't intend these to drag on for years and years. Basically, I'm going to call it something snappy as always. I think I'm going to call it Sort Out September. There is too much stuff in my house. I am an accumulator of stuff. Stuff that I buy to resell, stuff that I buy because, oh, that's I go to car boot sales, I love a car boot sale, and I buy stuff all the time. And I buy too much stuff, if we're honest. I buy too much stuff, there's too much stuff in my house. I buy stuff that I think will be useful to me, or that I think will be useful to somebody else, or that I have seen other people use on YouTube videos and think, oh, I could get one of those. I buy too much stuff, and we already own far too much stuff. This is a small house. I'm not complaining about the size of my house, but certainly for my American viewers, you would look at this house and go, where is the rest of it? Because it is, this room is about 13 foot, the next room is about 7 foot wide, so 20 foot, this house is 20 foot wide by probably 25 foot in the other direction, and only 2 stories. To an American viewer, this is a cupboard. Certainly if you live in London, this would be a huge house and will cost you a fortune, but it's all relative, obviously, to where you live. The point of the matter is I have filled it to the rafters and beyond with stuff. We've lived here 25 years and we've accumulated a lot of stuff. Obviously I've had clear outs in that time, but I thought I would use September to try and motivate me to get rid of more stuff. I want to get rid of 300 items. 300 items in September. I want to do 10 a day. There are 30 days in September. I want to get rid of 10 things a day out of this house. And I've set myself a couple of guidelines. So firstly, what I've done is I've broken my house into a lot of areas, categories I suppose, which you'll see on the screen now. At the time of saying this, there are only 25. Maybe I'll get up to 30, which would be 1 per day by the time of editing this. I'm not sure. I found 25 so far. 25 areas or places in my house where I need to cull some items from. The rule that I've given myself is whatever I cull has to leave the house. I can't repurpose it. I can't go, oh, well, there's that handy big towel, but I'll cut it up and use it for something else. It has to leave the house. I have too much stuff in the house. So just reshaping it and putting it into a different room, that's cheating. Have to get rid of it. And obviously the bulk of what I find will go to the charity shops. Some things I think will be no good to anyone, will go in the bin, but the bulk of what I find is going to go to the charity shops. And because of that, I've made myself a rule that it has to at least go to the boot of the car on a daily basis. It has to leave the house on the day of the sorting out. So the plan is to do 10 a day, but I don't think you're going to see a video every day because of the editing involved in the timescales that I have available to me to do stuff. So you might see this in little clutches of videos. Here are day 1 to 3 here, or whatever. I don't really know yet. But here's the heads up. This is what we're doing. This is the plan. Get rid of 300 items from my house in September. Come and see if I achieve it. Okay, so one of my first categories is bedside drawers. They're not strictly by the side of my bed anymore, they're at the base of my bed, but they've got a lot of stuff in them. Both drawers are full of stuff that I don't need, that I very rarely even look at. I very rarely even open these drawers. So I know they're full of stuff I don't need, which should make it really easy to cull 10 things out of them. Wish me luck. I have managed to collect more than 10 things. I've got an old toiletries bag that I no longer use. It's just been in the drawer for probably like 3 or 4 years, so that can go to the charity shop. That's in perfectly good condition. I've got a set of cables for the DVD player. I don't know why I've got a set of cables, because it doesn't need them if it's already connected. So what are these for? This is a mystery to me. I don't know. I'm going to put them in the charity shop because I feel like perhaps that's something that somebody else might be able to use. The charity shop might be able to get 50p for them or something. Somebody else might go, that's exactly what I need. So that can go in the charity shop. Couple of things for the bin are just some old used toiletries with almost nothing left in them. This is peppermint foot cream and it's very dried up. This is an old thing of hand cream. I have put a lot of stuff in the bin as I was going because obviously I want to put rubbish back in the drawer, but rubbish doesn't count as my 10 things to get rid of. I've got a little Tree of Life bracelet. I think it might be silver. I will check if it's silver before. Actually, will I check, or will I just chuck it straight in the charity shop regardless, and they can have the joy of, if it is silver, they can have the joy of getting extra money for it. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know whether it's silver or not. It looks like it might be because it's slightly tarnished. Anyway, that's 3. I've got an LED light bulb. I don't know whether it's dead or not. It seems very wasteful to put that in the bin if it's not dead, but also I don't know if I can bother to find out because the one that's up there. I might try that. Some wet wipes, they're going in the bin, that doesn't count. Things that go in the bin shouldn't count towards my 10 really, should they? I've got 2 masks, that takes us up to 5, and a little manicure kit, that takes us up to 6. Some old vitamin tablets, they're not going to the charity shop, they're going in the... Are they sealed? No, they're not sealed. They're going in the bin. That's one of those little kits for sticking a magnet on the back of your phone, I think. I'm going to keep that, I didn't know I had that. A little beauty trimmer, that can go in the charity shop. It's never been used, it's still got its hygiene seal on it. A sealed lip balm, again, that can go to the charity shop. I've been looking for this. This is my Benefit brow pencil. I've been looking for that for ages, so I'm glad I found that. A couple of pens, they can go in the charity shop. I realise this isn't a majorly exciting donation for the charity shop, but at least I'm getting stuff out. I found an Apple charging cable. I'm going to put that, I know I'm not supposed to be just moving stuff from room to room, but that shouldn't have been in there in the first place. That should have been in the desk drawer, so I'll move that to the desk drawer. Some tissues which I'm going to use, and then a selection of wax melts. I'm calling these one thing. I have an awful lot of wax melts. There's a whole tin of them behind me here, and I've kept the ones that I want to keep. I really only like sweet foodie scents. I don't tend to like floral scents or anything, you know, things that are called fresh linen. I don't tend to enjoy that. So I'm keeping the foodie ones, and then I'll donate these ones. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted those as 2. Is that cheating? I don't know. Anyway, that's 10 things. I don't know whether I cheated or not on my very first attempt, but that's 10 things out of the bedside drawers. And I feel like at least I've made a start. I need to do another 10 things today because today's actually the 2nd of September. I intended to get this video started on the 1st of September. Yesterday kind of got away from me, so today's the 2nd of September, so I need to do another 10 things today. So I'll be back later today with another category. Back with part 2. Should be day 2, still the same day because I didn't do day 1 yesterday. That makes sense? And I'm going with general desk area for the second one. So, here is the state of general desk area. I'm including in general desk area the stuff that's on the wall here, the stuff that's obviously on the desk, which is an absolute state because I work in chaos and I don't seem to be able to kill myself, the stuff that's on these 2 shelves, here, here and here, and the stuff that's on the windowsill and around to this side. And this should be an absolute doddle to find 10 things that I don't need in this section. It really should be an absolute doddle. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I have found loads of stuff just in this section that I do not need to own anymore. So I've got some gift wrap and gift bags that are unused, and an unused birthday card, and this is the kind of stuff that the charity shop can get a little bit of money for. Not a huge amount, I understand that, but a little bit. And there's also some gift bows. They can use those in the charity shop as well for doing tombola prizes and things. I know they can. There's little stickers that you use for labelling your wires. There's 2 packs of those because for some reason I bought 2 packs. Let me find my charity shop bag. I just realised I want to do a count up, don't I? So we put that, I'm going to call that one item, that collection of gift wrap. That's one. The stickers can be one item, so that's 2. I found a budget book that hasn't been written in, so that's 3. Another notebook, we'll just chuck that in with the first one, we'll call that the same item. An unused Filofax that I don't want, so that's 4. Some more gift wrap, that makes 5. A little display stand that I don't use anymore for shoes, that's 6. It's probably more than 10 here. What are these called? For getting your shoes on. What the heck are these called? Shoehorn, it's come back to me. So shoehorn. 2 CDs, we're going to count those as one thing. I've lost count again, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for a butter dish. 10 for another butter dish. Why are these on my desk? I'm going to chuck in these little don't forget notes. I only got these in fill a bag a couple of weeks ago, but I don't need them and they're not sellable. So are we on 10? I've lost count again. This is ridiculous. That makes 10. A couple of phone cases. In fact, 2 phone cases, we'll call that one item. That makes 11 items. Some half-used hand cream, that's going in the bin. That doesn't count. Another face mask, eye mask, that makes 12 items. A jar with some Christmas lights inside and some battery operated candles, that makes 12. A little set of notebooks and stuff, that makes 13 items. That's going in the bin, what's going in recycling. That I've been searching for. This camera has puzzled me because I don't know where the box is for it. So I'm going to hang on to this until I can find the box and probably resell it. And the actual shelf that all of that was on is going as well. So some of that was on is going as well. So that's going to clear up some space on my windowsill, which is much needed. I've actually got very little light coming in through my window because I had so much junk on my windowsill. So I'm really pleased with that. I think that's 13, 14, maybe 15 items. One thing I'm not getting rid of is this. I've shown this in previous videos. I don't need to go through it all, but this is the folder of every letter or card I've ever been sent by a viewer. So anytime you send me something, it doesn't go in the bin. It stays in here. If I have a quick flick through, one of you may see something you recognise that you sent me. So anything you send me goes in here and is kept because I'm very proud that you've bothered. Let's not be too slushy, eh? Okay, these things are going in the charity bag. I feel like that's day 2 done. Yay for that. Hello, day 3 of the September sort out, I think we're calling it, weren't we? And I am tackling jewellery today. Now, this is not the Tower of London situation. This is not the crown jewels. This is literally just a collection of earrings that I don't really wear. And it's time to have a bit of a sort out and get rid of them. So it should be very easy to get rid of 10 pieces of jewellery. Very, very simple indeed. I have this little jewellery box which has various bits of junk in it. To be fair, the only bit that's worth having is my grand engagement ring, and that's not worth anything because it's too old to have a hallmark on it, so apparently you can't get these things to it. But then there's some bits and bobs in there and an entire rack of... All my earrings are cheap. All my earrings are really cheap. And then you don't mind if you lose one. And then another jewellery, as you can see, I am hardly loaded up with jewels. There's a couple, it's all costume. It's all costume. And there's very little in there. But I'm going to have a bit of a sort out and see which ones I can bear to part with. And I said it should be really easy to find at least 10. Okay, that was a really quick and simple job, which is why these are not going out as independent videos. Basically, some of these are silver, so hopefully the charity shop will be able to get a little bit of money for them. They're a bit tarnished, but they'll be able to clean them up, I should imagine. You can see the tarnish coming off as I rub that a bit. So these are silver, these 2 here, and these are silver. And I'm pretty sure those are silver. Then I've got these 2 very simple thong necklaces. We'll call that one item. Another necklace there makes 2 items. Earrings 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then this, which is a collection of charms. A lot of them are silver. I've got a charm bracelet and I've kept the ones that I really wanted to keep. And these are surplus, so these can go into the little box and be donated all together as one item. So that makes 13 items. I'm pretty pleased with that. The target is 10. I'm pretty pleased to have hit 13. On to the next category. Okay, that's some very wobbly camera work, sorry about that. Time for another section. Next section is clothes in the wardrobe. So yeah, that should be really straightforward as well, because I know the stuff in there that I've bought. The stuff I've bought and not worn, and stuff that I've bought for purposes that I don't need it for anymore. So I'm going to go through the wardrobe and find at least 10 things to get rid of from there. Pretty sure I found more than 10. Okay. First up then, a beach dress that not only does not fit but also makes me look absolutely ridiculous. That can go to the charity shop. A blouse which I bought either from the charity shop or from the car boot sale, I can't be sure which. Didn't like it once I tried it on, haven't worn that. That one can go on eBay. A white blouse. This one I bought for the office job I had a few months back, but now I'm not working in an office, I don't need it anymore. That one I think can go to the charity shop. This has been one of my favourite tops for a long time, but it is now too big. It is a size 26-28 and I've gone down to about a 20-22-ish, depending on where I buy it from. Excuse the hair, by the way, just went out of the rain. And this one is just gapey and drapey now, so sadly goodbye to this one, but that's going to go on eBay. If I ever get it off the hanger, it's going to go on eBay. Another one for eBay is this one. I've only worn it once, but I wasn't particularly comfortable in it. So that one can go on eBay. Again, that came from a charity shop, nearly all my clothes do. This is a real old favourite. I have had this for probably 15 years, but it is now too big. That one can go to the charity shop. I only bought this one a couple of months ago. I really wanted it. Really wanted it. I was excited when I got it. I had to buy it online because it was out of stock. It was only Sainsbury's, but it was out of stock in all the stores and I had to buy it online, and I got a discount and I was extra pleased. And then when it arrived, I hated the sleeves. It's got a balloon sleeve, but it's a 3/4 length balloon sleeve. It's too tight to push it up. It's too short to wear it down. It was too bulky to roll it up. I couldn't get on with it at all. So sadly, that one's going. But it is a really nice print. It's little dogs. Dogs in France, look. Dogs in berets, on mopeds, dogs by the Eiffel Tower. It's a really nice top. That can go on eBay. This one can go on eBay. This is a Yours Clothing summer shirt, but I've gone all summer without wearing it, so obviously I don't need that one anymore. I mean, we've gone through a warm May, through a hot June and July, through August, and now we're in September and I still haven't worn it, so obviously don't need that. Bought this and tried it, but decided I don't want it. That one can go on eBay. Another one that I bought for the office job, which I therefore no longer need. That one's going on eBay. A skirt. Every now and again I try and be a skirt person. I fail miserably. I'm not really a natural skirt wearer. Where's it from? It's Yours Clothing. That one can go on eBay. This is another one that I haven't actually worn, but when I tried it on I didn't like the shape of it. So that one, where's that one from? That's Capsule, that's a catalogue brand. I got it from a charity shop though. That one can go on eBay. This one is like a made in Italy one, like, you know, that linen kind of floaty style, and I love this style, but I did not like that colour on me. It made me look jaundiced. Strictly speaking, I am breaking my own rules because my rule was that it had to leave the house, but these will go into my eBay stock, which I'm going to call just as good as leaving the house. This stuff here for the charity shop, that will leave the house today. Okay, what category next? Okay, next category really should be a quick one. It's books. I've got 4 or 5 bookshelves downstairs which are full of the books that I will never part with. But I've also got a blanket box here in my room full of books that I haven't read yet. This is my to be read pile, except I never get around to them, which means I obviously don't want to read them that much. Some of them have been here 2 or 3 years now. I obviously don't want to read them that much. So next category is books, and let's see if I can find 10 in here to get rid of. Actually turned out to be a lot easier than I expected. I thought that I would find it really difficult to part with any of them, but actually there's quite a few in here I'm not interested in reading, or I've tried to read and not got into. So I've got The Hours Before Dawn, which is a thriller, and again I read a couple of pages, couldn't get any further. That can go to the charity shop. Sue Perkins Spectacles. I really thought I would enjoy that. I like Sue Perkins. Didn't enjoy her book at all. I've got again about a chapter in and just given up on it. The Great British Sewing Bee, The Techniques. Never even opened it. Dear Mrs. Bird by AJ Pierce. Again, I got about a chapter in and gave up. Then I've got several just kind of chick lit, which I do read sometimes but not very often anymore. I find it, the most place I read chick lit now is in the loo. I tend to have one on the go in the loo because you pop in and out and read a couple of pages while you're in there. So we've got a Philippa Ashley, another Philippa Ashley, those are Cornish Cafe ones, and then this is Summer Secrets at Streamside Cottage and the Tanglewood T-shirt by Lilac Mills. They can go, I think. I don't think there's anything there that particularly floats my boat. 4,000 Weeks, Time and How to Use It. I think one of you guys may have sent me this. I'm not 100% sure where it came from. One of you guys may have sent me it. I do know I couldn't get into it. I tried and I couldn't. And then Tim Dowling, the Giles Wearing Haters Club. I really liked Tim Dowling's column. Tim Dowling used to write a column in the Guardian, in the Saturday Guardian Weekend magazine, that's where it was. And I really liked his column and I thought I'd enjoy this book. But again, about a chapter in, just not floating my boat. 10 books to get rid of without really a struggle. I'm surprised. I thought that category would be more difficult. I think that's probably enough for this video, so I'm going to edit this one now, put it out, and then I'll be back sometime very soon with the next bit. Let me know if you found this at all interesting or not. If you've fallen asleep halfway through and woken up towards the end just when you've heard me saying this, let me know that too, because maybe I won't bother making another one. Take care. Bye for now.